So here are a few things we can assume Uncle Iroh did not do.
Yes.
Because again, everything he did off camera, we have to assume that he did.
Correct.
He did not indiscriminately kill civilians, right? So there's what?
How do you know that? Like,
Okay.
You're going to make the argument that it was soldiers versus soldiers. How do you know that
I don't.
Iroh didn't bomb, like, just fireball at a city?
Because I don't think Uncle Iroh would do that. And you would have to assume that he does. I think the Fire Nation probably has. And there are characters in the show that have. But Uncle Iroh, I don't think, is one of them.
All right.
So here's an example. Omni-Man is literally killing hundreds upon hundreds of civilians that he knows are civilians just to prove a point.
Yes.
They were not fighting. They weren't resisting. He literally is just proving a point to Mark.
Yes, yeah. I get that A-Train, they're setting him up for kind of a redemption thing. But A-Train is such a fucking awful person that you have to make these new people, like, so awful.
Well, it's crazy
to raise the stakes.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how awful A-Train is, but he's not even, like, top 5 worst person in the show.
No. Who are the worst people in The Boys?
Homelander, Stormfront is top 2.
Deal.
Okay? And then Blue Hawk is up there.
Blue Hawk might be 3.
Yeah. The Deep is pretty terrible.
The Deep is also awful.
Because the Deep has done everything that A-Train has done in terms of, like, getting people killed and whatever, but also sexually assaulted Starlight in the first episode.
Yeah. And they allude to there's much more of those.
Yeah. Because
they were like, after Starlight comes out, a lot more people are going to come out. Stillwell says that to him in season 1.
So that's 4. And I mean, the
Butcher's a horrible person.
Butcher's a terrible person, and that doesn't get better, unfortunately.
Butcher does something really nice at the end of season 3 when he knocks Huey out instead of letting him take the V. When he was like, we're going to get more Temp V, I, like, literally was like, Butcher, what the fuck is your problem? I literally, like, said that out loud. I was like, I can't believe he's this bad of a guy. And then when he punches him, I felt better about it.
Huey is kind of annoying. The Huey Starlight stuff kind of annoyed me.
Yeah, it's annoying. That's another subplot that bothered me as to why I prefer season 1 over season 3. She is awful.
Season 1 didn't have Nazis.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
So I really, and I gotta tell you, oh my gosh, is Giancarlo Esposito as Stan Edgar.
Good. He's so good.
And I really thought I would miss Stillwell.
Yeah.
But I don't, because Giancarlo Esposito is just so excellent.
No, yeah, he's really good.
And there's some things that I want to touch upon Stormfront, because I don't want to talk about her too much. Some of the stuff they do with her, I knew she was a Nazi because people were like, oh, Homelander's got a girlfriend and she's a Nazi. I didn't quite understand what that meant. I didn't realize that she was literally a Hail Hitler Nazi.
Like in pictures with Hitler, yeah.
Yeah,
doesn't age.
I thought people were like, oh, she's a Nazi, like she's just going to be a racist, homophobic bigot or whatever the fuck. I didn't get the seriousness of this.
Yeah.
But what I didn't pick up on as the season went on, but then I clocked as the season went on, I found so interesting is how they hint at her prejudices. Mm-hmm. There's a moment where she's talking about Stan Edgar, and she's like, he is so smart, even for one of them. And I thought in the moment, I was like, oh, because he's not a soup. Mm. But no, it's because he's black. Yeah. Like, so interesting how they do that. All of y'all are wrong. If you think that Omni-Man is even slightly redeemable, you're wrong. And if you think that you won't be convinced, please attend Professor Wafello's dissertation next week.
You can have your own opinion. And I get that he's getting the redemption or whatever, and I get the indoctrination, and I get all that.
There's a point.
Yeah, but when people are like, when people are like, we were getting hate. I never thought there would be a world in which we get hate for not defending Omni-Man enough. Like what?
We were too mean to Omni-Man. Like people had a problem
that's not
with that.
Possible. Not possible.
Like people are mad at Debbie.
Yeah. So
bonkers.
When a lot of there was comments that were like, you clearly just don't understand his character. You can understand a character and still think he's bad.
I understand Homelander. Yeah. I will say, I would have preferred it if she wasn't raped.
I think everyone would prefer that. I think most people are against that.
That's a really good point. I'm just going to go one step further. I think...
Interesting thing to double down on.
Making Butcher a worse person and making Homelander, because Homelander's already the worst character in the series, other than Stormfront at this point. He's already a fucking awful, awful person. So I don't think we need him to rape her to make him worse. I think if we make Butcher a worse person, knowing that she wasn't raped by him, I think it's fascinating.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I don't need that.
That's fair.
You know,
That's fair.
Butcher's been through enough. You don't need to make his wife cheat on him. You know, with Homelander, like you don't need to do that.
Yeah, it's terrible though, and all the stuff with the kid is awful.
Yeah, what do you think about the kid?
Well, the kid killing her is terrible. That is
In Butcher's so Butcher. That's what I'm saying. Who is overhated?
3, 2, 1. Yeah. I'm gonna say
Come
disagree.
Come on.
Hear
You're
me out.
growing.
Hear me out.
You're becoming a better person. I need it to shine through here.
I think TASM 2 has
He
gone...
said disagree, by the way.
I think TASM 2 has gone through kind of a Star Wars prequels revisionist history where it's like, it was like really, really, really hated when it came out, killed the franchise, etc., etc. And because of that, like what's the word?
Correction?
Yeah, the overcorrection of that by people like you, especially you on the internet, of like you've made it seem like it's better than it is.
But there are more people in the world that make it seem like it's worse than it is.
I think the overcorrection.
You have said this.
I think the overcorrection has gone too far, and public opinion is probably too high on TASM 2.
But the overhatred of it has been for the last 15 years. You watched that in the theater, and I stood up, and there was no way you didn't enjoy it.
There were plenty of scenes that I really enjoyed, but there were also plenty of scenes that I did not.
Got to the end of that movie, and I was just like, I don't understand how it's humanly possible not to just enjoy that movie.
And it's scenes where he's acting opposite himself. He's just having these schizophrenic episodes where he's talking to himself in a mirror, and you get two aspects of Homelander converging. That's great. It's super good. Speaking of people talking to themselves,
Black Noir.
What'd
you think about his little animation scenes?
Thought it was great. I thought it was a really great way to tell that backstory and give context to all the things that we needed to know.
They could have done it in such a less interesting way, but it was so unique to kind of have his brain messed up in a way where like he's kind of talking to himself, but with these animated characters, and they're used to kind of explain his backstory and his character. I thought it was really cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
I loved it, and it gave me a lot of... I really liked Black Noir in this entire season.
Yeah.
I think that everything with him, I thought was really strong. Really strong, to be honest. When that scene where he's like, Soldier Boy's back, Black Noir, I can always count on you, and then immediately he goes into the fucking elevator and cuts out his tracker. Incredible. That was excellent. And such good acting with somebody that we cannot see their face, just body language. The guy that plays Black Noir gives a wonderful... All started off strong, and then the other thing that you already brought up is the huge improvement in animation is evident from the opening shot. Like, the opening shot is, oh my gosh. It's start to finish, it does feel like this Clone Wars animation style has peaked. I just don't know how you can get any better than this. It's so good.
I think there are two things that are definitively better. I think like the character models are about the same, but anytime there's any sort of landscape or lightsaber, I am like, interesting. When Darth Maul comes out and he lights it, it just looks better. In the hallway scene when he comes out in that first fight scene, and then anytime we see the skyline or the city or anything like that, those are the moments where I kind of lean forward and I'm like, oh, this looks really nice.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. It just, Dave Filoni, hopefully he continues to do a great job with Maul, but it just begs the question, why the fuck is Ahsoka not animated?
Yeah, that is weird. I would rather Ahsoka be animated and Darth Maul be live action. Because Darth Maul was freaking sick in live action, and we've never gotten that again.
That couldn't have been better.
He never has to go to the bathroom. Everyone at the party says they've seen him the whole time. He did have access to the murder weapon because he was a consultant on the movie. So
this movie was awesome if he was a consultant on the movie.
So, yeah.
Okay. Did Tom Cruise star in the movie?
Tom Cruise was not in the movie.
Okay, all right. So
he's just there because he loves cinema.
Sure. I approached Tom Cruise.
By the way, this movie is getting rave reviews. It is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's awesome.
They're already talking about sequels.
I don't know how you do a sequel.
Don't know. They'll figure it out.
But, I go up to Tom Cruise. I thank him for everything he's done for the movie industry. I ask him if he's had a fun night.
Great night. Love movies. I got my ticket right here. I'm saving it.
I stop bothering him.
He starts talking about Scientology for a second, and you walk off.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I go back to him.
Okay.
I ask Tom Cruise. Was
Are you making? Are you making? Man is the best superhero ever. 3, 2, 1. Agree.
Who's your pick?
I'm outnumbered.
Batman.
That's his pick. Brick. Me too. We clink on this show.
We clink. Oh, that's right. We clink.
Why Batman?
Because he's the GOAT.
I'm not asking you.
He's the GOAT. He's like... He's
Spider-Man's the GOAT. What do you mean?
Spider-Man is a close second. They both have amazing rogue galleries.
Yep.
Batman is a human being, so has like the aspirational edge a little bit. There's also something. There's two things I love about Batman. One, the stories are often about the rogues gallery. My favorite Batman stories are the ones where the villain takes center stage and he's the existential threat to their journey, which is like just a cool story mechanic that I love.